1580 103.3 WPKY. And of course, every single day when we start Coffee Talk, I love this. This is something I look forward to every day because I just think it's kind of neat. I love hearing the kids do that kind of stuff. Is the Pledge of Allegiance. And we let our kids do it the way that it ought to be, huh? And this is how you get your kid involved. All you have to do is call our office at 270-963-9155 and let them leave it right there on our answering machine. Now, please leave your name or your child's name and their age, maybe where they're from, because we'd love to have that as well. So here we go. Stand up. Everybody stand up. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, God bless them. We love those kids. And again, here's the phone number. All you have to do is give them a call or give us a call, rather, and leave that right there on our answering machine, 270-963-9155. So thank you, kiddos. And, of course, we're going to kick off Coffee Talk this morning with Mr. Wade White. What's up? How are you? Are you there? Uh-oh, we'll have to find Wade.
Can you hear me?
There he is. There's Wade. How are you, Mr. Wade?
Doing good. You doing all right?
I'm doing good. It started to rain again, thank goodness. I mean, we were...
Getting dry, wasn't it?
Well, I was hoping, that those puddles in my yard had almost dried up, so we needed to do something about that. Hey, I'll tell you, I saw where you've got a blood drive coming up in Lyon County.
We do, the 27th, and guess what? It's already booked.
Is it really?
It is booked.
This far in advance. That is incredible.
Yeah, I was surprised. I emailed last night to find out. He emailed back and said, fully booked, and unless somebody cancels. So that's a positive thing. People are jumping out there and doing what they can.
Well, and I don't get me wrong. I guess even though the one in Lyon County there on the 27th may be booked, there's others in the area that they can get involved with as well.
Oh, yeah. That's right. And if they go to the website, it'll pick different ones for the area they're in. So it's a good way to keep up with it and go where you need to go to give blood.
I'll tell you, I think it's fantastic. They're doing this Spring into Life right now through the American Red Cross. And while supplies last, they've even got T-shirts. So that's something that, we just talked to Mr. Fawn, and I'm sure you know him, from Caldwell County. Of course, we love him to death. He holds the record, believe it or not, for most blood given. How about that?
Really?
Yeah, he
does. How much did he tell?
He did. It was somewhere. Now I forget. I hate to even quote him, but it was well up in the gallons that he's given over the years. And they actually contacted him and said, "You know what? You're a world record holder." And I think that is the neatest thing.
Incredible.
Yeah, isn't it? I said, the things that you don't know till you know. I think that's so neat because that's an inspiration. How many people in our area has he been able to help over the years?
Yeah, no kidding. Several gallons worth, that's for sure.
It was a lot. It really was. Now I need to contact him again and remember exactly how many gallons it was. But it was just an amazing number. It really was. So what's going on with opening in Lyon County? You guys opened up or planning to?
We opened up May 6th, so we've been open almost 2 weeks now.
How's that going?
Excellent. It's going really good. We put up glass partitions, gave everybody masks if they wanted them, that really not wearing them. We've got an extra person coming in midday cleaning everything that gets touched. Got certain entrances, but all the doors are unlocked. People are standing 6 feet apart. So we've not had any trouble so far. It's going really well.
Do you find that most people are pretty considerate of everybody for the most part? I mean, they're getting patient and they understand.
Yep. Some come in with masks, some don't. They stand far enough apart. They know it's going to take a little bit longer just because not as many people can get in the clerk's office, just two at a time. But they wait patiently in the hall. And I think they're just happy to see a little bit of normalcy get back. and get some of their stuff done. Not everything can be done through the mail. You can't transfer a car. You can't do several things. I hate it that the judicial side for the driver's license. That's what so many people keep coming in and asking about.
That's what I need.
Just don't do that. Yeah.
Mine fell right in during that time, evidently, and I didn't even notice it till I think I had to. I don't even remember why I was looking at it. I was looking at it the other day, and I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't even realize it. So check your driver's license, because that's something I didn't even think about.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be opening up June 1st is what they say. So, but yeah, we've had a good experience opening up. Everything has gone well. We feel like we're keeping people safe and taking care of their business at the same time.
And your voting procedures, that's going to be different too, huh?
Yeah. They've explained it to me. They're still working out final details, but we don't know how many is going to come into this. I think they're only allowing one place where you can actually go in and vote, and it's either appointment. I don't know. I'm just trying to remember what they told me.
I'll tell you, it's a lot, though. It really is. When the call-in voting and all that stuff, there's a lot of information and differences in how everything's going. Bless her heart, Tony Watson had that whole thing lined out, and I don't see how she's keeping up with that, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. There's several different parts to it, enough that I was like, okay, I'll have to learn this later, because most of the things change every week anyway, so I don't know if it'll change on this, but it is rather difficult to understand, and I'm right there beside the clerk, so I can't imagine what the people are going to struggle with on this, because I don't even know exactly what we're going to be doing. So.
If they have questions, if they say, you know what, I'm one of those people that don't really know exactly what I can and can't do right now at the courthouse, or maybe they have questions about, calling in and requesting some of the voter information and packets. What's a phone number there that they can call for information?
Let's see. I think our phone number is 270-388-7311. That's my office number, and we'll transfer you over to the clerk.
Okay.
I can't remember her number, but we'll transfer you over there. You can also find info on the Secretary of State website, I'm sure. But yeah, just call your county clerk there, whether the doors are open or not at some of these courthouses. They are in there working, but ours is open. You can come in and ask or call.
Well, and I also heard you were doing an update and kind of some cleanup and updating to your park as well.
Yeah, actually, I've got some volunteers coming in to Dorman Painting said they would come over and paint. It's going to be tomorrow, and we're going to stain 25 tables, picnic tables, and then I've got some restaurants in the area that want to borrow them until we fully open, back up with baseball games and stuff at the park. So they're going to set picnic tables outside at the restaurant so that they can hold more people. So we're glad to loan those out to them and help them stay in business.
And the trails are in good shape, ready to rock and roll?
Trails, good shape. We never closed down any of the trails or any of the park. The only thing that was limited, of course, was the diamonds that you play softball or baseball on. We had to limit that, but everything's been open over there, and people's been using the walking trail, bike trails, and getting out and enjoying the beautiful day.
Oh, we sure do appreciate it, Wade. We really do. Of course, if you're just joining us, this is Wade White with Lyon County Judge Exec Office. And, of course, graduation, I bet you've had some fun activities over there.
Well, they've tried to do a whole lot of things. A lot of it I've seen on Facebook because they've done different parades and so forth. So I hate it for the kids. I know they want to have their graduation and be able to be together and be with family and all that. It's definitely one they'll always remember, I guess, that's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you, that's our graduation is kind of our big parade and ceremonies is on Friday. So I think a lot of It's just different this year. I'm not going to say that, I don't miss being able to go for graduation, but I will say that they've gone out of their way and been creative this year. And I've seen a lot of really neat things, I guess, born out of necessity, but just really creative, loving gestures. So I think that's amazing. Well, thank you for hollering at us this morning and letting us know again about your blood drive. It's good to know that you're all booked up over there. And of course, hopefully you'll have another one.
I'm sure we will. As long as they keep booking up, I'm sure they're going to keep coming back.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Wade. We appreciate it. Of course, Wade White, our judge executive for Lyon County, and sounds like everything's going great. The Red Cross blood drive is booked up, though, as of today. I mean, you could always call, though, periodically to see if they have any if you're wanting to go to that one, to see if they have any cancellations, because you never know. Somebody might need to cancel for that day. But if not, make sure that you go to the website and get involved in some other way, because the big spring blood drive is going on all the way through the 31st of May, and that's kind of the big push for that. So stick around. We're going to talk to our Princeton Caldwell County Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Chad Oliver, but he's also AKA the Bearded Artist, see, and we're going to talk to him next and talk about the opening of Princeton and the businesses here this week and what's going on with that. We're also going to talk about maybe the Chamber and what they've got available, and the Bearded Artist and Heidi Boyd over at Capitol Cinema, what they've kind of come together and done, trying to get these caricatures done and help the hungry people and feed the people that need help in our area at the same time. So hang out with us. It's Coffee Talk on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
We invite you to join us each Sunday morning beginning at 6 and lasting till 1 for uplifting messages from several of our area churches. We may not be able to gather together, but we can share positive and encouraging words during these challenging days. Make plans to come together with us by radio on 1580, 103.3 WPKY. You can even listen from our free app or at WPKYonline.com.
Don't use tires and wheels, where the customer is always number one. So when life's throwing you a number two, just remember, Dunk's Tires and Wheels, because we'll be here for you. We sell used custom wheels and tires and do plug and patch repair. We have all tread styles and sizes in stock. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and on call for emergencies. Call 270-963-6391. Don't use tires and wheels, where the customer is always number one.
And here's your WPKY Weather Engine Weather Center forecast for today. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially this afternoon. Now, those thunderstorms could be severe. They are looking, there's a statement that they put out from the National Weather Service, says a chance of some pretty deadly, or not deadly, dire lightning strikes. So they're really watching a lot of that, and the wind and how high it could kick up and burst this afternoon. So they're keeping an eye on the radar, and we'll let you know as soon as those updates become available for this afternoon. High today, 67. Now tonight, 30% chance of showers, clearing to mostly cloudy overnight, low 54 tomorrow. 30% chance of showers again in the afternoon, high 68. And then on Thursday, 30% chance of showers after lunchtime, high 72. It is 59 at 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
This is Big John, Big John's Barbecue. Just like to thank everyone for voting for us for the best food truck again this year. We look forward to serving fantastic food every day. Thank you, and y'all have a good day.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. And, of course, Coffee Talk. And we just got through talking to Wade White, of course, Judge Exec over at Lyon County. And I think that's so cool that they've already booked, and they're booked solid for this Red Cross blood drive over in Lyon County. I think that's so neat because it's not until the 27th, and it's already booked solid. So I think that's a wonderful testament to people coming out and wanting to be a part of helping with other people as well. And, of course, on the phone now, we have Mr. Chad Oliver. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Tess. How are you?
I'm good. I said, when you talk about blood drives that are already booked well over a week ahead of time, that's a good thing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think everybody has seen such a good turnout with that this go around. Of course, I know it's needed, greatly needed. But yeah, awesome.
I think sometimes people are looking for something to help and a way to help, and sometimes they just don't know how. And I think this blood drive is a really great example of a way that people that, maybe they don't have other ways that they can help. They're not a nurse, they're not a doctor. They said, but I do want to help. That's a great way to do so.
It is. You don't. Not all of us have the money to maybe donate or whatnot, but we can always donate blood. That's always something free we can always give. So
I think this is fantastic, and I'll tell you, I'm excited, Chad. I'm really, really, really excited because they're lining up some remotes and broadcasts for us for later this week for the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday time frame. And I'm so excited because we're going to be able to start opening these businesses and getting back on location and broadcasting live from places. And that's what I'm going nuts. I'm bouncing off the walls, and they're finally going to let me out.
Yeah, I know I think we've all been cooped up in the house for, what is it? I don't know, 2 months now, 2.5 months.
I stopped counting because I didn't want to know.
And that's the thing about it. I've always been a homebody.
Oh, me too.
But yeah, it's gotten to the point where it's driving me a little stir crazy.
Well, no, you know what it is? You're like me, and you're just a stubborn individual by nature. So it's not that you don't, I'm a homebody, but then if somebody tells me I can't, that's when I want to. Why? Because I didn't want to till somebody told me I couldn't, and then
then you want to. I know you kind of revert back to like when you were a kid,
Right. We're all 5.
Yeah.
Of course, all of our downtown businesses are opening up, and that's got to be exciting for the chamber, though, too.
Oh, it is, because we had just started back in March or February, doing the business of the month, and that was something we had to pull back on, and of course we weren't able to get out and meet with the businesses, and so yeah, it's exciting to be able to get back out and meet with all these businesses and just to see how everything's going, and I know that they're ready to get back and see their customers. That's the most important part right there, and it's different. I mean, the businesses have still been open, doing online orders and curbside pickup and such as that. And but it's not like meeting and greeting the customers in person. And I know that that's the one main thing that they're ready to start doing.
Well, and I'll tell you, I think as well, I see everybody bringing the flowers out and putting the planters out. Everybody's sprucing everything up a little bit. I saw Gather, it had done the sidewalk. It had even, had somebody sprucing up the sidewalk and pressure washing it. And I see people painting buildings, and it's just really neat to see them really put it all into revitalization. I love that.
Yes, it is. It reminds me of years ago when we did the Paint the Town, and so it's time. Everybody's ready, and I think we're going to be fine. I think everything's going to be okay. So
well, and in your mind, as far as the businesses here, what are they needing the most from us before we get to the doors? What do they need us to know? What will be helpful to those local business owners?
I think the first and foremost, the most important thing is just the patience and just support, because the patience right now is going to be until we all figure out how to, because each business may be a little different, and it's just that patience there, the understanding, and just to be able to how to word it here, just that patience, just to be with the customers, and just to know that things are going to be a little bit different, and it's we just want everybody to be comfortable with what they're doing, and not feel like they have to rush and do, and just take their time.
I think people are just they're really kind of hankering for it. I know I am. It's just to see just to see the open signs in the doors.
That's it. It's just to know that, hey, we're open, welcome, come on in, and just even if it's just to stop by and say hi. That's
we're
what.
okay. We're still going.
Right,
We're
yeah.
okay, you know?
We're okay. We're good. And everything's going to be fine. And let's, get the ball rolling. And, it's going to take some time. I'm not saying that things will ever be back to a normal state like they were before. I think we're going to be doing things a whole lot different going forward with everything that we do. I mean, all of us. But it's just that, just having that personable relationship with everybody and knowing that, because Princeton's always been like that. The community that we live in, everybody is so friendly and willing to help everyone. And when that's kind of taken away and pulled back, it does something to us all, and just having that back is going to do more for us than anything.
Well, and I'll tell you, of course, you've been doing some outreach online, at different days, especially on Sundays. And I think that was fantastic. And is that, do you see a lot of, or hearing a lot of churches that are opening the doors already?
Yeah, I think most of them are opening. I know with Southside, of course, that's where we attend. They're opening Saturday, and we're going to have 3 services, 1 in the evening and then 2 on Sunday. And most churches are opening this weekend, and I know Sunday schools and stuff like that going forward aren't going to be permitted right now. And like with my wife and I, of course, we have an online ministry that we're going to continue forth with, and on Sunday mornings and during the week. And but it's slowly but surely opening back up to where people, and people don't want you don't want it to be where people feel like they're being pressured into doing something they're not comfortable with. The doors are going to be open. People want to show up, that's fine, but the services are also going to be online too. So it's going to be back, it's going to be that way with the businesses. You can still order online, shop online, and you can still, have the worship services online as well. So it's all working hand in hand. I think everything's working really good.
And so for those of us, now don't get me wrong, I like to call them Caldwell County traveler checks, but for those people that had bought the chamber gift certificates, now's a great time to use them, right, as everybody's opening up?
Most definitely. Go out to Brantley's or Cozy Living, one of our, the chamber member restaurants, Gather on Main, Polly Eyes. You use that gift certificate. They work just the same way as one of their gift certificates do, and of course the money stays in the community. And so yeah, go use them. We still have them for sale too. You can always contact me, and of course we have our. We still, of course, have our Facebook page you can contact me on, but we have just recently relaunched our website, and it's revamped, and, of course, it's constantly being tooled with, and you can go on there and look at all of at the business directory and look at all the chamber member businesses on there, and their links are there, too, where you can go to their page or website. So use it. They don't expire, and we always have them on hand.
That's why I call them the traveler's checks. I really that's why
they are because they don't expire. So yeah.
Well, and I think that's a fantastic idea, the way that all of them have kind of done that and jumped on board with it too. And now you're doing caricatures. I got to go to the bearded artist section of you. You got to change hats again. I'm going to send you multiple hats, and you can just change hats throughout the whole thing. But he's got his artist hat on right now. This is the bearded artist, if you haven't heard of him, Chad Oliver. You're a fantastic artist, though. But you and Heidi Boyd from Capitol Cinemas downtown, now you guys, normally you would, anyway, do caricatures for the seniors, for the graduating seniors the last couple of years. And I heard that now, since you couldn't necessarily do that you and Heidi have teamed up to do something.
Yeah, Heidi contacted me yesterday, and she, of course, I have done some work for her in the past, and I painted a mural inside Capitol Cinema years ago. But these caricatures is something, of course, when I was a kid, that was something that was my dream job when I was a kid, that I was going to be a caricature artist at Opryland. That was and that was what I planned on doing. But that is something that I love doing every year. For the past 2 years, it's something I've done at project graduation, and this year it wasn't. Of course, with the restrictions, we weren't able to do it. And I know that's something the kids look forward to, and I look forward to, just meeting the kids and, hearing what their future plans are. But when Heidi contacted me, we got to thinking and thought, well, this would be something we could do for the community and give back. And all the proceeds that we, of course, we're just going to do $10 per caricature. It can be a senior from Caldwell. It doesn't matter what county you're from, or even if it's a college senior. And we're going to do these for $10 a piece, and all the proceeds from it are going to go back into the community to help feed those who are in need, the hungry, and here in our community. So it's a way that we can give back to our community, and and that's what it's all about. So.
Well, and I saw, again, I want to preface that with saying that you said that you would even open it up to other counties, or just, as long as they're graduating senior.
Right. And I'm not opposed. Anybody, it's open to anybody, really. It's open to anybody. Anybody's welcome to get their caricature made. And but we want to, make sure we take care of our seniors and just give them something to remember this year. And, it's something that, personally that Heidi and I can do personally for the community. This is from us directly, and of course we both love this community. Of course, with Capitol Cinemas being such a fixture here, and just growing up here all these years, it's something that we love, and we want to take care of our community, and it's just something we can do.
Well, sir, we sure do appreciate it. Of course, if you're just joining us, this is Chad Oliver from the Princeton Caldwell Chamber of Commerce. And I'll tell you, we appreciate all that you do with all the different hats that you wear. And what's coming up for the Chamber?
Well, just getting back started. And, of course, like I said, we have got our website relaunched. That is going to be a great source of information. It's going to, coincide with our Facebook page. We've got some more, little features on our website that you can download, chamber membership forms and such. And but then, as far as events go, right now, we've had to cancel, a couple of events because of everything that's going on. But those will be rescheduled, in the future. And it's just, slowly getting started back up and gearing up to go, so we can get everything going again like we've been doing.
Well, we appreciate you. You let us know how it goes, would you?
Oh, most definitely.
Of course, Chad Oliver, the Executive Director of Princeton Caldwell County Chamber of Commerce, we sure do appreciate you very much. And give them, again, the phone number if they're interested in those caricatures. And I struggle with that word, Chad. Can't we call them something else? That's like I think everybody's got that one word that just doesn't like them. That's me in that word. Caricatures.
Yeah. We all have that one word we can't pronounce.
It's that one for me. Just call it. The bearded artist, he's going to draw you. And that's
right. There you go.
That word that I can't say. Give them the phone number again, would you?
Well, it's actually an email address, artistchadoliver@gmail.com. That's where they can contact me, and they can contact Heidi as well. At capitalcinemas@yahoo.com. And that's where they can reach us on more information, or just send us a photo of their senior to have drawn. And we're going to have those when they're ready. We'll let everybody know, and they'll be able to pick them up at Capitol Cinemas, or we can even mail them out to them. So, whatever works best.
Will you tell Miss Heidi we said we appreciate her, too? Thanks so much. And, of course, Mr. Chad Oliver and the Executive Director, Princeton Caldwell County Chamber of Commerce, for being with us this morning. And we love Heidi, too, of course, from Capitol Cinemas downtown, and they're always doing something great in our area and helping out the community. And no surprise there. Stick around. We've been doing these senior spotlights because I'll tell you, we've got some of the smartest kids. I bet they can say caricature just fine. I bet they don't have a problem with that word. So our senior spotlight this morning is going to be Sophia Littlefield, and one of our valedictorians, and we're going to give her a buzz and talk to her here in just a few minutes. So hang out with us. It's Coffee Talk on 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Healthy vision can help keep you safe each day. It's important to take care of your eyes when you have diabetes. Did you know that diabetes can harm your eyes? The good news is that you can take steps to help keep your eyes healthy. Some simple tips to keep your eyes healthy include getting a dilated eye exam at least once a year. Visit your eye doctor right away if you see little black lines or spots that don't go away, any red spots, red fog, have a sudden change in how clearly you see, take longer than usual to adjust to darkness, or have diabetes. Eye diseases are common among people with diabetes, including retinopathy, cataracts, glaucoma. Some of the diseases have no symptoms and can cause vision loss or blindness if not treated. Have a checklist to keep your eyes healthy, including keep track of and tell your eye doctor about changes in how you see. Talk with your eye doctor about the best way to keep your eyes healthy and keep your blood sugar at a healthy level. If you haven't had an exam in a while, schedule one now. Take care of your eyes and make them last a lifetime. This information provided by Pennyroyal District Health.
You have taken every precaution possible during COVID-19 to protect your family. But what about your vehicle? Is it safe? What about your tires? Purcell Tire is here to help you take care of your vehicle to ensure the safety for you and your family. The time will come when we can all hit the road and enjoy a normal life again. Those stimulus checks are arriving. Why not invest in your family's safety with new tires from Purcell Tire, Princeton, 309 U.S. Highway 62 or on the web at purcelltire.com.
Christian Care Center of Catawba announces Jita Shabda, their new medical director, and that they now have on-site physician services specializing in internal medicine and pulmonary, Monday through Friday during regular business hours. Christian Care Center of Catawba is Joint Commission certification with 57 private rooms, all covered by private pay, insurance, Medicare, or Medicaid. They also have a designated area for smokers. It's the next best thing to home. Call Christian Care Center of Catawba, nurturing body, mind, and spirit.
1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton. And of course, we love our senior spotlight, and we've been doing it for the last couple of weeks. And of course, our class of 2020, and we're so proud of them. And I know everything's been kind of upside down for them during this COVID-19 crisis, and not being able to be at school has got to be a little different. And this morning, our spotlight is on Miss Sophia Littlefield. And good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You are like 2 days from graduating, girl.
I know. I'm so excited.
Are you excited? Are you nervous? What is that? How does a valedictorian describe that? Is it nervous? Are you excited? Or you're like, oh, if I never see a piece of homework again, I'll be happy. What is that? What's your feeling with it?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm not really that nervous because we don't have to walk across the stage or anything, so I'm pretty chill about it. But honestly, I'll be fine without going back to high school, so I'm excited.
Well, and I know that there were things that you did miss. What were you involved in school? What was your jam?
Well, I'm in NHS, and I did a lot of community service for that. Also, I was on the soccer team up until this year, so that took up a lot of my time.
Wow. Soccer is a big commitment, too.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you play that for a long time?
Yeah, I've been playing soccer since I was a little kid, so I just grew up playing and then played for JV and varsity.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got National Honor Society and we've got soccer. What else is there?
I was in drone club with Mr. Schaefer. That was always fun.
And what was that?
Drone club.
Drone club. Okay,
yeah.
Now you've got to tell me what we do in drone club, because this is a first for me. I'm an old lady and I don't understand. So tell me about drone club.
Yeah, so basically, Mr. Schaefer has some drones that you fly up in the air with remotes, and we just fly them around on good days. And sometimes we work with other clubs, and we take videos for them of outside in the air around the school.
Wow, so you actually are doing a little marketing, really, is what you're doing.
Yeah, I guess so.
See, you were a marketing specialist by the time you were valedictorian. You just didn't know that.
Yeah.
These are the things you've got to learn, because it's not an old house. It's just, it's got some cute little quirks. it's all in the way you word things,
I guess so, yeah.
So what else what are you looking forward to afterwards?
After graduation?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I'm going to University of Louisville, and I'm super excited about that.
Oh,
so-
wow. That's
Yeah.
like that's the big rival. Is everybody in your house the Louisville, or have you got some UK fans stuck in there?
I guess there's kind of a mix, but I'm not really a fan of sports that much, so I don't have a side really. But yeah, some of them like Louisville, some of them like UK.
Oh, that's a huge rivalry. I think that's so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's almost normally their house is either painted in red or blue. It's usually not down the middle because that makes people not talk to each other anymore.
Right.
So you're going to the University of Louisville and you're studying?
Yes, I'm studying neuroscience.
Oh, wow. Okay, now you got to explain that. Why?
Oh, well, I want to go into medical school, so you can take like a pre-med path and major in neuroscience, and it's about the brain and like psychology, kind of a mixture, because I want to end up being an anesthesiologist, and that has to do a lot with like chemicals. So, yeah.
What in the world made you want to be an anesthesiologist?
I'm not really sure. I always knew I wanted to be like in the medical field or like a doctor or something, but I just was researching that one day and it sounded pretty cool, so that's what I'm aiming for.
I'm going to tell you, young lady, I don't see any reason why you can't, and I think that's a wonderful profession. I really do.
Thank you.
Well, especially when you see, the mess that we've been in for the last little bit, with this COVID-19 thing, and you still want to do that. I think that's an admirable thing.
Thank you so much.
Well, and I'll tell you, I think I see a lot of our Caldwell students that really seem to be community-minded. Is that something where you've been affected by, who do you look up to when it's about serving the community or wanting to go out and be, in the medical field? Now, that's something not everybody could do. Is there somebody in your life that, just kind of inspires you?
Well, I guess like my parents are pretty inspiring. They always just like know we can do the best and really push their kids to do the best they can. So that's one thing that really has helped me. Ever since I was little, my dad was like, you guys can be whatever you want to be when you grow up. You have the whole world at your fingertips. So that was really always inspiring for me.
Oh, I love that. What about a teacher? I love to pick on a teacher a little bit and say, that guy right there, that lady, she, because I think all of us have that one teacher that just stands out in our memory. Who was that for you?
Definitely Miss Caroline Ray.
Oh, well, how come?
I had her as a freshman, and she really just had an impact on me. She was always so nice and so caring for like all her students. And then I had her again this year as a senior for one of my AP classes. And yeah, she's just always so caring and like extends her arms so far for her kids. It's just really inspiring.
All right. Well, I've asked all of the seniors so far. This is what I always ask them. And I've gotten the best answers ever. And now I'm going to have to ask you. Are you ready? It's the Barbara Walters tough question. Here we go.
All right.
All right. If you could go back in time a couple of years and look at your freshman self and say, you know what, man, I wish I could tell me that. It would be so much. And talk to these freshmen that are about to go to the high school. If you could tell your freshman self something, what would it be?
Honestly, I would probably just tell them, not to worry so much about school and, their grades as much. Just do the best you can, but don't stress yourself out too much because it really can be a lot of weight you put on yourself. And I know a lot of people want to do the best they can, but there's really no point in stressing yourself out about it because your health is way more important than your grades in the end.
That is amazing, young lady. I would. You need to call me and give me self-pointers every once in a while, evidently. All right, now tell the truth. Were you responsible for the senior prank?
No, ma'am, I wasn't.
It was a good one, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. I loved it.
That's another thing I keep asking seniors. So was it you? And nobody has said yes yet. You're all tight-lipped about it, so good for you. You're all loyal to each other.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, sweetheart, we are sure just over the moon proud of you and excited for you, and we wish you the best in the medical profession and going to Louisville. And you check in with us from time to time. Let us know what the valedictorian's doing, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Of course, Miss Sophia Littlefield, she's our senior spotlight for the morning from our class of 2020 right here at Caldwell County. And we could not love these kids more and could not be more proud of them. And I'll tell you, the strength and resolve that they have shown throughout all of this when, they missed out on a lot of things that they're normally used to doing and then it probably looked forward to for years. And I haven't heard a bunch of them fussing about it. I haven't heard a bunch of them crying about it. You know what they did? They pulled their bootstraps up and they went to work and they finished their stuff at home and they did community service and was reaching out to people to see how they could help. And I think, they put their energy toward the correct thing. And I think that was wonderful. And I think that has a lot to do with the mentors in their life and the teachers that we have here at Caldwell County in our school system. So we sure do appreciate them and thank them as well. Of course, our senior spotlight is going to be on again tomorrow during Coffee Talk. We're doing it right at about 9 o'clock. That way it's not too early. I don't know how them teenagers like to sleep in. And hey, it's graduation week. I don't want to make them get up too early. So they end up right there, about 9 o'clock, maybe a few minutes before, a few minutes after. So make sure you tune into that. Now, don't forget, tonight is going to be our awards night here on WPKY. Of course, that's for our seniors, our graduating class of 2020. And what that's going to be at 7 o'clock tonight is going to be the awards ceremony. And if you say, you know what, while you're sitting around and waiting for that award ceremony to start, you can also catch up by watching Baccalaureate and the class of 2020 senior, their final walk video. Because they normally do this parade and final walk around all the schools and see the teachers, and they've got this adorable video on right now that's available on our website as well for us to see of these their final walks. So make sure that you tune into that and look at those if you haven't yet. You will not be disappointed, I promise. And then of course tonight at 7 o'clock is going to be our award ceremony. Now that's going to be broadcast on the air at 103.3 WPKY and 1580 AM. I'll get that out straight in a minute. But then you can also watch and listen to it on WPKYonline.com. So make sure that you join us for that. Of course, our WPKY free app is always available as well. You can watch us worldwide. If you've got family in Florida, they can watch it as well. Then on Friday, don't forget our Parade of Seniors. The lineup's going to begin at 5. And, of course, the parade's going to start about 5:30. That's one thing I should have asked her is what songs she put on the playlist. I'm interested. Miss Sophia, are you still there? Miss Sophia?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you still there? God bless you. I was talking away and I was like, wait a minute, I should have asked her. What song did you put on did you vote for the playlist?
Was it?
The playlist. Have you voted yet for the songs on the playlist?
I haven't voted. I don't have Instagram. That's probably when it's on. I didn't see anything about it yet.
Well, doggone it. I wanted to. What song would you put on the playlist if you could put one on there?
Honestly, I don't know.
I put Sophia on the spot. That's okay. I just thought I'd ask because we've got the Parade of Seniors going on. Of course, you got to go get in line for that about 5 o'clock, and then it's going to start at about 5:30, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that, do you know what you're wearing yet? You gonna wear your cap and gown and the whole 9 yards?
I'm not sure. They haven't really told us, but I guess so. Because we have to walk up there and get something from them when we get to the school, I'm pretty sure. So I guess we wear our cap and gown.
That's going to be amazing. I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
Have you had the dream where you trip yet? No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't let me pick on you, girl. Okay? You're not going to, no matter what. It won't matter. Now, if you do, I'm going to feel really bad about it. So make sure that you don't, okay?
You jinxed me now. I'm going to see it.
Oh, no. Thank you, Sophia, though. We sure do appreciate it. Just don't wear high heels that day, all right?
All right.
All right. I'll stop picking on her now, Sophia. But that's what they do is they pick their song. The senior class gets to pick a whole playlist that they will listen to, and we're going to play live on the air during this parade. So that's going to be so much fun. And then you can listen and watch on our Facebook Live and on our website as Todd and I do the play-by-play and tell you all about the seniors as they go by and wind around up to the school. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to watch the whole shebang, the pomp and circumstance, the whole thing from start to finish. It's 7 o'clock, we're going to carry our Caldwell County Class 2020 graduation in its entirety on our air at 1580 103.3 WPKY and online at WPKYonline.com. So, graduation festivities in full swing. And I know Todd said on Sideline Report this Thursday, he's got a megastar coming. I mean, she's like a legend in the area. So I'll let him tell you more about that coming up during the sports report here in just a little bit. Stick around. We got more. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Raider Auction Company.
Are you having a rough time hearing? This is Donnie Baker of Audible Hearing Center, and we can help. Let us prove it. Take the 30-day challenge. Come in for a free hearing evaluation, choose the best hearing solution just for you, then wear it for 30 days, risk-free. We can change your life. Let us prove it. I dare you. Take the 30-day challenge. Call today, 270-554-1900.
Celebrating 70 years of community service. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump threatens to withdraw the United States from the World Health Organization over its response to the coronavirus pandemic and what he calls a lack of independence from the Chinese government.
The letter gives the WHO 30 days to commit to making substantive changes, with President Trump stating, "I cannot allow American taxpayer dollars to continue to finance an organization that, in its